Hey, Scrape Goat. Hey, Kiki. Yeah, I'm okay. Still alive. Did visit my mom today. I was working there. It was work. It was shitty. Busy for most of the weekend. Yesterday was actually pretty quiet. Yesterday was quiet, which was nice. Anything funny happen? Just me banging your mom. Okay. Hey, Gigi, what I have for dinner? Pizza, actually. I ordered pizza from Pizza Pizza. Why is my hair? Hey, Vanna. Heard me mention you last stream? Yep. Your mom says you have a crush on me. Is she right? Here's one. It is. I desperately need to get it cut. What kind? Pepperoni, bacon, and onion. Just got some pepperoni, bacon, and red onion. And yes, Van, I did mention you last stream. Chantel dropped in and was asking who was around. And I was saying that basically nobody was around that stream. Thanks, Great Goat. Hey, Brooka. Hey, Jenna. She came back. Not that I'm aware of. I don't want to give any details about what she's up to, though. The one thing I will say is that she is hoping to get health insurance over there. She is still hoping to get some health insurance in Kuwait. So, yes, I did eat dinner. I had pizza. Kitten touched George's tail, and we had a showdown. Cute. Baby small black cat versus giant OG black cat. Sounds cute. Well, only without her. Yep. Yeah, I miss her. I miss my friend. My friend. Miss my friend. Chantel's in here. Yep. Yep, she stopped by for a little while. It was like 15 minutes before my stream ended. Hey, Laurel. So she wasn't around for very long because I ended the stream, maybe 15 minutes after she arrived. So anyway, I'm mad about something. I'm mad about something and I need to talk about it. So I need to get a new charging cable for my phone. The charging cable I've got now is fraying really badly, and it's not like I'll plug it in and it takes some finagling to get it to actually charge. Just because the cable is so frayed at this point. So I need to order a new one. And So I went on to a site that I've ordered cables from before, that I've ordered charging cables from before. Yeah, easy site, and yeah, it's fine, whatever. Could not get to the checkout. Trying to check out, it just kept giving me a 403 error, like forbidden error. Like, oh, you don't have access to this page. And it's like, I don't have access to fucking pay for your shit. So I ended up needing to order the charger cable from fucking Amazon. Hey, Killface. You have any idea how fucking pissed I am that I had to order off goddamn fucking Amazon? And unlucky. Maybe get the website. I don't remember. I don't remember what the website was. Mobile Fun. I think it was like mobilefun.ca. So it's a Canadian website that just does like mobile, just does cell phone stuff. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I talked to her a little bit here and there. Something wrong with it? Oh, it's fucking evil. Amazon's just the fucking worst. Looks after its workers. Amazon? Worse than Disney? Oh, absolutely worse than Disney. Here's the issue with Amazon. Like, looks after its workers. If somebody fucking dies on the Amazon line, keep fucking working. Like, everyone else is just keep working around the fucking corpse. Genuinely, people have to work. Like, if somebody dies, I'm being sarcastic, yeah, like that's how fucking evil Amazon is. If somebody literally drops down dead in the aisle, everyone else has to work around the corpse. It's not even a thing where like they close down until ambulance can get there or something like that. It's no, you have to keep working. Everyone else, you have to keep working. What do you eat for dinner? I had pizza for dinner. Lost a lot of my videos and pictures because they barely got a charge to transfer my stuff. I mean, I don't really care about. Honestly, like I never look at the photos I have anyway. I've got about like I never even look at the photos on my phone, so it's okay. That ray gun cheater. No, that's shitty. It's shitty that she cheated her way there and like cheated other people. That she screwed over other people in order to get to the Olympics. Like that's she's an asshole. She's an asshole, and I hope she does suffer consequences for it. Guy presenting a giant pizza. Corporations be like, please don't start a union. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. You don't need a union. We'll give you a pizza party. What's this, ray gun? So, Australian woman. She's a teacher. She teaches. I think she like teaches breakdancing. Like she like one of the things she teaches like an academic analysis of breakdancing. And she competed in breakdancing at the Paris Olympics, and her routine was comedically bad. Enough that a lot of people ended up finding it charming just because like it was so bad that they thought it was funny. Hey, Julia. Not interested in the Olympics. I'm not, but I still hear about this shit. Like I still see about this shit. Archie's super upset about getting mocked. Oh no, the woman who deliberately screwed other competitors that have a chance to compete at the Olympics is upset about being mocked. Just jealous you can't bust out some sick moves. Oh, absolutely, I can't. But yeah, like there were other like genuinely took away breakdance category because of this. Yeah, and she screwed them up. So she set up because I mean, like there's always like some uh, commission, some committee, like for any like Olympic team, like there's a committee that's set up to determine who's going to be on any given team. She was like the head of the committee, a committee that also included her husband. So, like, she chose herself, which is just not how it should ever work. Sounds like the Olympics didn't bother looking into that. I mean, they don't. I mean, there's how many countries sending how many athletes for how many like there's just too many athletes going for the Olympics to monitor what each country is doing. And who the fuck would expect that level of corruption out of fucking Australia, right? No, actually, okay. So it looks like there might, yeah. She reminded me of Honey G, the Honey G at the Olympics. I've ever looked at the rest of your room. Maybe on my way out. I'll tell you what. If I ever manage to get if I ever manage to get a place of my own, then when I move out of here, I will show the rest of my room. So yeah, you'll see my room when I'm getting ready to leave it. Whenever the fuck that ends up being. It's never happening. Yeah, unless I get a huge pay increase or if rents actually become reasonable. I think there's two options. There's two ways that I figure that I'm going to be able to afford an apartment. Either the government steps in and starts either the government steps in and starts and just like mandates lower rents. OnlyFans, no. Yeah, so it's either the government has to step in and start legislating lower rent prices. Option 2, we start getting out the guillotines. Hi, Danger Otter. Like it's like honestly, it's getting to the point where I genuinely think it's going to go one of those two ways. Either the government is going to lower rents, like either the government is going to reduce rents, or the people are going to reduce landlords. People think minimum wage is so high. No, it doesn't cover cost of living. Is Jim looking for a roommate? No way you can live alone in BC. Ontario, no way I can live alone in Ontario. Like Cornwall isn't a particularly like Cornwall is not Toronto, you know? It's not a particularly big city or a particularly fancy city. It's just a regular fucking town. I'm making above minimum wage. I can't afford a fucking apartment. I'm making like $18 an hour. Live in a tent? No, fuck tents. Like I'm making $18 an hour. That's above minimum wage. I cannot afford an apartment of my own. Like I just can't. Not while still being able to cover food. Like not without still being able to cover internet, cell phone, eating, just like eating, not just yeah. Even if you got kicked out. I mean, I suppose I'd have to find like somebody else who's willing to rent out a room, get an RV and rent an RV park. That's pass. If you have a car, forget about it. Yeah, and I don't even have a car. Like I don't even have a car bringing up my expenses. Inflation is genuinely out of control. See people dumping money on Venezuela. I did not. Crash my brother's. I mean, my brother doesn't have an apartment. He is planning on getting a place of his own once our inheritance money comes through. Hey, comic book. Once our money from our inheritance comes through. But hey, Jordan. What are we doing? Right now, we're complaining about how much everything costs. Hey, Northern Lights. Because everything costs way too damn much. You think you're excited by their inheritance? Vegan nuggies. Boo, boring. Find out how much it'll be. I mean, I don't know the exact amount yet. It's gonna be over $15,000. How much is gas in Canada? I don't know. I don't drive, so I don't know. Hey, thing. So yeah, it will be over $15,000. Probably it'll be somewhere between 15 and 19,000. Yeah, probably around probably somewhere between 15 and 18. I would think. Once all is said and done. Yes. You gonna save your money? Yep. Yeah, I think honestly about the one thing that You gonna buy anything? One thing I will definitely buy, um, the Die Omnibus by Kieran Gillen and Stephanie Hans. That'll probably be pretty pricey. So I'll definitely be buying that. How much is it? I'm not sure. Donate some? Maybe. We'll see. Excuse me. Hey, Sarah, what's happening? Let's try this. I'm trying to look up what the something. My dad a few months ago. My dad died a while ago. Oh, I wasn't close to him. Don't worry about it, Sarah. I was not close to him at all. I hadn't spoken to him in over 20 years. The problem with a book having a name like Die is that it's very difficult to. A little bit, actually. I actually am kind of surprised that he did. Not gonna lie. Well, I feels a lot of guilt. Maybe. No difference to me if he did. Hi, Beetlejuice. Very difficult to like to actually find it. Just want to get it added to my Barnes and Noble wish list. Tomorrow is payday. It might be. I missed the inheritance portion completely. So yeah, I'm probably going to be getting like 18,000 from my inheritance. So solid chunk of money. It's awesome. Yep. How much a book? Right. Actually, looks to be about $60. Less than I thought, actually. I expected it to be a lot more than that. December. I was looking at my Barnes and Noble wish list. Put most of it in a high yield savings account. Yeah, I'll probably try to do something like that. There's one country would I pick? Main country would be I'd love to go back to Scotland. I do genuinely miss Scotland, so I'd love to get back there. Japan, I want to go to just because there's a couple of theme parks there. I want to visit the Nintendo. I'd love to visit the Nintendo theme park, and love to visit the Studio Ghibli theme park and the Ghibli Museum. The sex change. I mean, I do still plan on transition. I don't really plan on getting any surgeries, though we'll see. Let's get you moved. I mean, the problem, Jordan, is like, sure, I can move, but then like every month I'd probably end up eating into my savings. Best in America, you can double your money in a year. I mean, I wouldn't want to do something risky like that. You can double your money, or you can lose it all. I still go by he, him, Kiki. I haven't begun my transition yet, and I don't know. It would feel weird to start identifying as a woman looking the way that I do right now. So that comes down to it's like I would feel weird referring to myself as a woman looking the way I do. Talked about therapy? Yes, I talked about it in therapy. But yeah, I mean that's another thing where like I don't know. I'd rather be in a better place before I start. Think you change the way you dress. To a certain extent, yeah. I expect that I probably will start wearing some skirts and dresses. Probably still do a lot of jeans and t-shirts just because I'm comfortable with it. But yeah, I'd probably wear skirts and shit. And like heels once in a while. Laser hair removal. Maybe. That's a definite possibility. Just like being able to tell people I had fucking lasers shot at my face. That's awesome, you know? How fucking bitchin' is that? That ad came out of nowhere. Hey, Kiki. Yeah, it's every 30 minutes, Kiki. Every half hour, there's an ad. Whole body laser. Yep. Surprised about the inheritance? A little bit, actually. Hey, Laughters. Who's that in the closet? That is Cove. He is from the visual novel Our Life Beginnings and Always, which we played on this channel. Played for a pretty good long while. Circle water ad. Is one that long? Boo, I hate the ads that like you can't skip or anything. I have to get out your children ready for school now. Oof. Good luck with that, Laughters. But anyway, yeah, I think the main thing, like, most of my inheritance I am going to invest. There are a few books I will probably end up buying. The Die hardcover. Shuna's Journey by Hayao Miyazaki. And maybe a few other books by or about him. Uh, Probably a bunch of probably try to get the rest of my rest of the Ghibli DVDs so they can send a box. Pretty much true, yeah. At least until I get a place of my own, I can skip. But casting to the TV makes YouTube live chat glitch out. Fair enough. Yeah, once I get a place of my own, I can get like a box, or I can get like a bookshelf that I can start putting books on. Though, yeah, a lot of them, even then, even once I've got bookshelves, yeah, most will probably sit in boxes. But you know, I like having books. I just like having books. It is that stupid thing where I like having books more than I like reading books. It's just frustrating. But fuck it, books are great. So yeah, there are a few books I'll probably end up buying. Other than that, I honestly can't think of anything that I really need. Like, I just can't think of anything that I need to spend money on right now. So yeah, the vast majority of my money is just, yeah, almost all that money is going to end up in splurge food. Yeah, I probably won't even bother with a splurge food. Katy Perry is being investigated in Spain for shooting a music video. I heard something about the music video being weirdly uncomfortable, and how like Katy Perry herself seemed like deeply uncomfortable with it. No moving. I can move. I can afford the move, but I can't afford to live on it. I can't afford to live on my own, Jordan. You know, like, great. I've got a place, and I wouldn't be able to afford all the monthly expenses. I'm not making enough to afford an apartment on my own, which is fucking bullshit. Because there's rent, uh, internet, any other utilities if utilities aren't included. Um, my counseling, groceries. Keisha's old producer probably forced her out of a plane to skydive in bikini. What will I invest in? Your mom. Honorary librarian. Do librarians judge us for the books we pick? No. Librarians celebrate reading. If you want to read 50 Shades of Grey, at least you're reading. What if it's something really pretentious? It doesn't matter. What if it's Goosebumps? Still reading. The Goosebumps, they were popular books. They were hugely successful. How to wash jeans? I don't know. Throw them in the washing machine. That's a book title. Oh. 100 top haunted places. Whatever. But if it's a book about how to seduce a librarian, that's fine. Good luck with it. Take a trip? Nah. I mean, I can't afford the time off work for a trip, so. Don't judge others by the covers of the books they read. Only small actors living in brick assisted living apartments. How to get hugs from friends who won't say their own name. Again, good luck with that, Jordan. I wish you luck. Can't you work in a hotel? I don't know that I'd be good at that. I don't know. I don't think that would be for me. How to enter Canada? Legally or illegally? There's only one page and it just says middle finger. That's funny, Jordan. Hey, no name. That's funny. What I had for dinner? Pizza. I ordered pizza from Pizza Pizza. So I had pizza. Is pepperoni, bacon, and red onion. Just add a little bit of extra flavor. Just add a couple extra flavors. Miss the raw onion bite. I still take a bite. I still take a bite of raw onion when I'm chopping it, because I get like most nights, almost every night, or like 4 nights a week. I make myself some rice with some onion and green pepper, and every night chop up the onion, and or at least most nights. After I chop the onion, I just pop a bite in my mouth. I don't like the flavor. I don't like raw onion. Is yeah, it just feels like I need to. Chantel's rice life hack. Uh, what butter? Was it the life hack of adding butter? Sounds like a sensory thing. No, it's just I don't know when I started. I think I think I did start like as a joke. Plans for Halloween? Nope. Like I started doing it like as a joke whenever Chantel was cooking, and it just sort of kept going. So it's just as often as not, it just feels like I need to pop an onion bit in my mouth, even though raw onion does not taste good. Do I wear sunscreen? No, I just avoid the sun. Don't need to wear sunscreen if you don't go out in the sun. Always thinking. Would I carry a parasol? No, I would just not go out in the sun. Can't always avoid the sun. Walmart isn't 24 hours anymore. Full latex bodysuit like Celine from Underworld. That would be pretty hot. Latex bodysuit would be really. That would get sweaty. Anyway, want to look at photos? Baby powder? Yeah. Nothing is 24 hours anymore. Nah. Let's try to look at some photos on my phone. Let's see. There's Kingsley, my mom's cat. How does a non-binary samurai kill people? How does a non-binary samurai kill people? Nah, this is Kingsley. It's my mom's cat. We've always been a tabby household. They them. Oh, they slash them. Of course. Sham. You can't really see, but he's in a sink. It's Sam in a sink. The Villa days. Hey, J Dot. Chantal had got so freaked out whenever Sam was up on that banister. Hey, J Dot, thanks for coming. To be fair, he did fall from that banister once, but he was okay. Chantal was right. He did, like I said, he did fall off that banister once. Casey in the cat house. We had that little cat house. Cats actually do better with long falls, though. Look at how derpy she looks here. Just absolute derp face. That's just the derpiest face. She looks drunk. Too, just not quite cuddled up on my bed. Sleeping near each other on my bed. I do miss Sam. Sam was such a good boy. I miss Sam. He was a good, handsome boy. Subway for dinner. No. Curled up all snug and cozy in the cat house. Sam in my window. He was on my windowsill. Do I miss Casey? I miss Sam. He's strumming. He's strumming. He was strumming. That's a good. That's a pretty good angle of him. This is a cute angle for him actually. Don't know how Sam's doing. He seems to be doing well. Old combo with American cheese and pickles and black olives and mayo. Sitting in a box. He fitted, so he sitted. Yeah, as far as I know, Sam's doing well right now. I mean, he barely fit in this box, but he still sat in it. Girl who accidentally shipped her cat and got it back. did she do? Why did who do what, Jordan? Sam in Tim's house with a bag on her head, with a bag on his head. Telling the kid. I mean, she didn't have much choice. I mean, she couldn't really take them with her. What did I hear? What's going on? I'm just looking at some old photos on my phone. What after dinner? Pizza. I had pizza for dinner. Hey, color purple. Do I like Reese chocolate? Not really. No, I don't like Reese. I don't eat Reese's Pieces. Bye, Kingsley. You left me jump before there's a video. Yeah. Sorry, Comic Brook. Didn't mean to scare you like that. Birthday coming up next month. Ooh, happy early birthday, J. Dot. Casey on the kitchen chair. Sam on the counter. Casey on the kitchen chair. Sam up in my cute nook, where I had all my figurines. 37 years old. Timmy Tim. Yeah, you're my girl, Tim Tim. You're my girl, Tim Tim. Somebody suggested I move the keep the food and water separate, so I moved her water dish over here a little bit. Her food's still right there. Hasn't been that long since I cleaned it, but I probably could use another clean. Tim Tim. Yeah. Yeah. What noise she's making. She's a bit chubby. Yeah, she was a chubby girl. But she was a good girl. Give me a second here to fix it. Look at that face. Look at that face. How could I not love that face? Do you think 200 balloons could lift him, Timbit? I mean, I don't know. Here she was in her place. Tim's place. Yeah, enough looking at old photos, I suppose. Enough looking at old photos for now, I suppose. Cherubim cerebrum. Takes 50 to lift a hamster with basket. Okay. Hey, Kylie. Seems like a weird thing to test, but sure. Cerebellum. Yep. She was cool. I liked Miss Bellum. She was neat. It's a throwback, Bellum. Bell end. No. She wasn't. She was great. Smart and nice. Want to be looking clear AF? Thank you, Jordan. Still no release date for Class of '09. The flip side. Still no release date for the third Class of '09 game. Probably nothing worse than an ad that doesn't tell you what it is, what it's an ad for in the first 5 seconds. That is really stupid. We'll wait patiently. Yeah, we don't have a lot of choice. We don't have much choice but to wait patiently. In the meantime, there are other things to be able to play. Most of it, a bit Life is Strange, but is Max doing an ad for Polaroid cameras is stupid. Yeah. I mean, I suppose it makes sense. Yeah, if you're if there's anything, like if ever there's been like a fitting video game ad tie-in thing, Life is Strange and Polaroid cameras, absolutely. Nev from Catfish broke his neck on an e-bike. Sucks for Nev. Such a random sentence. It is, rather. Like, that's one of those things where it's like, well, that was a sequence of words. Anywho's. Romulus. Remus and Romulus? Do you like Romulus as in the founder, the mythical founder of Rome, or Romulus as in the homeworld of the Romulans in Star Trek? Which Romulus are you talking about, Jordan? The new Alien movie? I have no thoughts on the new Alien movie, so I know nothing about it. Wolf teat. Is there a cat in this one? More importantly, if there is a cat, does it survive? Cat better not die. That's all I'm saying. Seen so many Alien pictures. I'm pretty sure I've seen the second one. Pretty sure I watched. I'm pretty sure I watched the second one. Jonesy lived. Well, yeah, I know Jonesy lived in whichever one that was. I'm pretty sure I watched the second, or maybe the first one. Did I watch? I think I did watch the first one actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I watched the first one. Don't remember if I ever watched the second one actually. Set in between the first and second movies. Some interquel. All right. Fair enough, I suppose. But either way, yeah, I don't really have any strong feelings about the Alien franchise. Even fewer feelings on the need to keep dragging it out. Right off the second I heard about it. Yeah, there's no movies coming out in the next couple of years that I plan on watching in the theater. Like, I will probably watch the next Spider-Verse movie when it comes out in the theater, but that's not going to be for another like 2 or 3 years. Movies do be sucking ass. I mean, it's not that. It's just I will say part of the problem is like all the movie, like every fucking movie is a franchise, like a big franchise thing. Hey, Marbles, from either Disney or Warner. No, I'm not really interested in that. I mean, a lot of it's just like I don't really want to go to the theater to begin with. Like, I'm uncomfortable going to movie theaters at all. And yeah, there's just nothing. Yeah, just nothing that can sort of overcome it to get me to actually go to a theater. Just taking a look. And honestly, like the rare movie that I probably would be, like on the rare occasions that a movie is coming out that like, oh man, I would like to see that in theaters. Odds are it's not actually going to be playing at the local theater. Like some cool anime movie or something. I can only go in the movie there. Because COVID never went away. Is sort of what it comes down to, Marvels. COVID never went away. So I would rather avoid being, you know, surrounded by people who are not wearing masks. Like it's just people who had people who haven't worn masks in 3 fucking years. It's never going away. Indeed, it's not. It's not going away. Um, because the things that could be done to get rid of COVID, nobody wants to fucking do. Okay, so a lot of this stuff, I have no idea what even kind of movies these are. So that also doesn't help. I don't even know what, fucking White Bird. What the fuck is White Bird? So yeah, the odds of there being any movies that can actually get me into a theater are probably pretty low. J. Dot left us. Seems like it. I'm thinking monkeypox. Yep. So, I don't know. Like I said, just no movies that interest me enough to get me to the theaters. And like on the off chance that a movie was coming out that did interest me, in all likelihood, it wouldn't even play locally. So, but if everything was like The Mist and a movie theater was the closest shelter, I've never seen The Mist. So, I don't know. Couldn't tell you what would happen. It's a fog that kills everyone. I mean, in any sort of like, I'm going to be honest. In any sort of things are killing people situation, in any sort of horror situation, I'm not liking my chances. I'm just gonna straight up. I don't like my chances in any sort of horror situation. Look more the role of the perp. I don't know. I don't think I agree with that. Ethereal days in danger. Like Nios. I have not heard that story. I look like Jack Nicholson. That's it's definitely the perp. At least I've got the short video about it. Lake Nios. Lake on top of a volcano. Ooh. Hey, Marbles. Yes, I did go see my mom today. So that had a bunch of CO2, which killed a bunch of people. All right. Yeah, that'd probably be pretty scary. Really makes you reconsider inhaling toxic vapors. I mean, I can't say that as ever something that I had really been considering anyway. Like inhaling toxic vapors was never a hobby I had considered getting invested in. You know, you try it, you only live once, which is why you should avoid it. Yeah, pretty sure inhaling toxic vapors will reduce my lifespan. About the only toxic vapors I smell are my own farts. Those are the only toxic vapors I inhale. Anyway, I've been watching the new season of Clone High, the third season of Clone High. There have been a few jokes that got genuine laughs out of me. And there were also plenty of things that had me going like, yeah, what's the point? Like the Clone High revival definitely suffered from just being too far removed from what it originally was, like, or too far removed from what it was parodying. You know, like when the original Clone High came out, even at that time, what it was parodying was years and years old. But you know, a lot of the people who watched Clone High grew back then did grow up on on shows with very special episodes. And but it's been like another. Am I tall? Not really. I'm like I am just shy of 5'8", so I am under 5'8". yeah, I mean, it's been another 20 years since those days. So like those types of the shows with very special episodes, it hasn't been a thing in 30 years. Like those went away like a long, long time ago. So they can't really satirize. They're no longer able to get away with being a satire of those sort of late 80s, early 90s high school drama shows. One thing I will say, there was actually there was a joke about Theranos that got a laugh out of me. There was a character talking about watching that's just watching a series about Elizabeth Holmes and Theranos, and she was so inspired that she didn't even bother watching the second half of the series. I'm like, all right, that's pretty good. That's a good reference. Well, say it's one issue is that Harriet Tubman doesn't really seem to have a particularly consistent character. To a certain extent, she just ends up being just, hey, we need a chaos gremlin to do something, so we'll use Harriet. So, I don't know. There's some laughs, but there's also some bits of just like really fucking stupid. Anyway, gotta go to bed. All right, getting a lot of plastic surgery tomorrow. Congratulations, Scapegoat. Good night, Scapegoat. Want to get Botox? I doubt I'd bother. Anything else we're talking about? Anything? My go-to breakfast? Muffins. My breakfast is just blueberry muffins. Pancakes and sausage would be good. You know. Are we getting Men in Black 4? Who knows? Can't say I particularly care. And he said, yeah, I heard about that, Vanna. Yeah, like, wife died at their restaurant, and they're like, well, but you signed this you agreed to this arbitration clause in the Disney Plus free trial. Like, there's no way that works. Like, there's no judge. There's no judge in the country who would be like, sure, that sounds perfectly reasonable. You have Disney, then that signs away anything that happens to it. That is basically what Disney is trying to argue, Vienna. That if, and by the way, dude had a free trial. Wasn't even like, he didn't even pay for it. They got a free trial of Disney Plus. And, you know, the terms and conditions for Disney Plus does include like arbitration in the event of any sort of disputes. And Disney's argument is that the subscription runs out, does it still count? Apparently so. Apparently Disney thinks so. Disney seems to think that, yeah, it's still counting, you know. But yeah, their argument basically, you know, hey, you agreed to the arbitration clause for Disney Plus, so that means that, you know, any dispute you have with Disney as a corporation ever goes through arbitration. Hey, Corey. It's not anything to write, right? Well, this is just a restaurant. Like, this is like she got sick and died eating at a Disney restaurant. So it wasn't even something where, like, something happened on a ride. Oh, good night, Killface. Why am I defending? I'm not. I'm absolutely not defending Disney. I'm pointing out that, like, it's a really fucking stupid argument to make, and that there's no judge in the country who would actually agree to it. Medho credit. It prohibits travelers' checks, money orders, and cryptocurrency. They can't send money outside the U.S. Well, that sounds useful. If you don't agree, then you can't watch Disney Plus that has that fare. Yeah, and it's not even really about, like, the issue is, like, you know, honestly, like, it's a perfectly reasonable thing to include for, like, you know, for people who want to watch Disney Plus. That's fine. Users can't use their money for court-ordered payment, alimony, or child support fund. Like, it's absolutely a perfectly, for a streaming service, yeah, arbitration, disputes go to arbitration. Perfectly reasonable. Disney or Nickelodeon kid? Neither, actually, Kiki. Yeah, I watched a couple of Disney movies, like a few Disney things. Like, I watched a few Disney things, but I wasn't really a Disney kid. Breakdancing controversy, a little bit. We did talk about it a little bit, though. Yeah. YTV? Yeah. YTV was what we had in Canada. But yeah, so like Disney trying to argue that the arbitration clause applies fucking everything to this restaurant. It's like, no judge, with the possible exception of Clarence Thomas, depending on how much how much money Disney's given him, no judge is going to agree that, like, oh yes, it is completely reasonable to assume that the arbitration clause for a streaming service is definitely intended to apply to everything Disney has, like to eating at a fucking restaurant owned by Disney. Like, there's no judge that's going to be like, oh, that totally sounds reasonable. Casey Anthony got off scot-free. Well, I mean, that's like, there was reasonable doubt. Like her attorney convinced the jury that there was reasonable doubt. That's fine. Whether we agree or not, that's sure. It happens. But like with Disney saying, like, yeah, you agreed to this clause in the Disney Plus terms and conditions, that applies to Disney World. No, it absolutely does not apply to Disney World. There is genuinely no reasonable expectation that would apply to Disney World. Why would Disney even fight it? Like, how often does someone die there? I mean, they always, like corporations always do. Corporations never want to be liable for something. What is ultimately going to happen is it is going to be settled out of court. Like, Disney is, like, it's not, I'd be surprised if it actually even gets to full trial. I mean, obviously it depends, like, was her death something that Disney could reasonably be held liable for? We don't know yet. I don't know I don't know the detail of the case, so I don't know if it's something where Disney could reasonably be held liable for it. If they can, if there's a strong argument that Disney is liable for that woman's death, then Disney will settle out of court. I'd be surprised if it even reaches trial. Disney's like, they're trying a long shot trial. Disney's like, they're trying a long shot Hail Mary to get the case thrown out. It's going to be declined. That particular argument is going to be rejected because it is a fucking moronic argument to make. Allergy. The lady died. Okay. So, like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if Disney can reasonably be held liable. Whether they can be held liable or not, I will be honest. They should pay the like, yeah. They should do something. They should be making some offer to help the widower. Even if they can make the argument that they're not liable, they probably should do something. They probably should have been making an offer to some sort of offer. But Disney's always been exceptionally protective, exceptionally defensive. Like some daycare wanted to paint Disney figures on the wall, and Disney said no, and like threatened a lawsuit if they painted those figures. I believe Warner actually, you know, responded to that whole controversy by saying, "Oh, you can use our figures instead. Use our characters instead." 1 out of 10 of park employees are homeless. Yep. 3 out of 10 are food insecure. Yep. Why not paint it and not tell them? People do that all the time. Didn't know you weren't allowed. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. I think they just wanted to ask first. If they had just gone ahead, if they'd never asked permission, if they just painted Mickey Mouse on the wall, never told Disney about it, odds are Disney never would have found out. But I don't remember all the details of the case. I think it was one of those things where Disney did have a kind of reasonable argument for refusing. Um, it was bad press, but it's not like Disney. It's not like it impacted Disney at all. It is. Notre Dame University is the same. If you even come close to the little leprechaun, they'll come for you. What's wild is like it doesn't matter how much bad press Disney gets; it never affects them. Like people, it's just ultimately people don't really care about Disney doing bad shit. And there's such things like iconography, where if something is so recognizable, there's a copyright. Wait, um, not sure about that, Vanna. Probably, but that is a big part of why companies like Disney or Warner or Sony, why those companies tend to be very much litigious when it comes to unauthorized use of their characters. Like I remember Marvel sued that game City of Heroes because they had made it too easy for people to recreate Marvel characters in there. So it's just something where companies do tend to be very litigious when it comes to protecting their characters. Though Marvel and DC both tended to rip each other off pretty regularly and neither sued the other, I think just because everyone involved was friends. So, but otherwise, yeah, companies will sue really fast if they think their character is being they have the best rights ever. So not scary and cool. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I've never been to Disney World or Disneyland. I've never been to either. I've never been to a Disney theme park. Never been to Universal Studios either. Only theme park I've ever been to is was La Ronde in Quebec. Weirdly enough, this is something weird. A trip to La Ronde, Wonderland? No, never been to Canada's Wonderland. A trip to La Ronde was my first exposure to Super Mario RPG. No, just La Ronde. Only theme park I've ever been to. I don't understand how Disney vloggers make any money when it's one copyright song after another. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there was one time I went to La Ronde and they had like this I had like this thing with a bunch of video games, just like showcasing. Like, there's just this showcase of some upcoming video games. Mario at the Park. No, no, it's not like Mario RPG was the only game that was there. I think they had other consoles there as well. But yeah, they had I don't know, this room where they were where upcoming games were being spotlighted, and yeah, Mario RPG happened to be a game that was there. And it was like just a demo. It was just a demo, so you get to play. You get to play like I don't know, like 15 minutes. Yeah, you get to play 15 minutes of Super Mario RPG. Just weird to think of that. Yeah, that's another place I haven't been since I was like 12. What's the park called? La Ronde. It's in Quebec. La Ronde. It's Montreal. Looks like it's currently run by Six Flags. When did that happen? 2001. So yeah, that's weird. I didn't know that. I didn't know La Ronde is now owned by Six Flags. Last time I was there was before that happened. It's Nintendo. Okay, so it used to have a Nintendo Megadome. So that's what it was. So yeah, LaRonde used to have a Nintendo Megadome, which yeah, just had like a bunch of can't do breast cancer in August. I have no idea though. I wouldn't really mind checking out LaRonde again, but I don't know. LaRonde is having a pink breast cancer day this weekend. Interesting. Their IG is in French. I mean, it's because it's Quebec. It's Montreal. It's based out of Montreal. So of course it's French. Montreal. Anyways, on that note, it's getting just about time to end the stream. After making weird noises, it's hey, Uncle Buck. Good timing, good timing. Am I going to celebrate? Celebrate what, Anunnaki? Halloween? Oh, I don't care about Halloween. Yeah. Anyway, tomorrow, more of Stray Gods. Time do you come out tomorrow? Probably around 8 to 8:30. Somewhere around 8 or 8:30 I'll be GTA. I don't care about GTA. Your time? Well, yes, my time, Eastern time. Around 8 to 8:30 Eastern time is when I will be coming on tomorrow. And we'll play more of Stray Gods, which last time ended poorly. I don't want to talk about it. So yeah, thanks for coming, and good night, everybody.